Welcome back to MBA Breakdown, the channel where we take complex MBA concepts and break them down using real companies, real stories, and zero boring lectures. Whether you're running a business, studying for one, or just want an MBA brain without the MBA debt, you're in the right place. Every week we take one idea that actually matters and show you exactly how the biggest companies in the world use it. So you can too. Today, we're breaking down the marketing 4Ps. For over a century, two beverage giants have been locked in the greatest marketing battle in business history: Coca-Cola versus Pepsi. The Cola Wars. Coca-Cola was invented in 1886 by a pharmacist named John Pemberton. Pepsi followed in 1898. And for more than 100 years, these two companies have fought for every single sip of market share. But here's the question: how did Coca-Cola consistently stay ahead? How did they build a brand worth over $200 billion while Pepsi played catch-up? The answer lies in the marketing mix. The 4Ps: product, price, place, and promotion. Today, we're going to break down each of the 4Ps using real examples from the Cola Wars. By the end of this video, you'll understand exactly why Coca-Cola won and how you can use the same principles in your own business. Let's dive in. First up, product. This is the foundation of any marketing strategy. What are you selling? What problem does it solve? How is it different? Coca-Cola's core product is simple: a sweet, caramel-flavored cola drink. Pepsi's is a sweet, citrusy cola. On the surface, they seem identical, but the difference is in the details. Coca-Cola understood something early on. The product isn't just the liquid in the bottle. The product is the entire experience. Take the bottle. In 1915, Coca-Cola introduced their iconic Contour bottle. It was designed to be recognizable even in the dark, even when broken. That bottle became one of the most recognizable shapes in human history. It's not just packaging, it's brand equity in glass form. Pepsi, on the other hand, changed their logo and packaging multiple times. They never created a visual asset as powerful as the Coke bottle. Then there's the product portfolio. Coca-Cola has mastered the art of line extensions. You've got Classic Coke, Diet Coke, Coke Zero, Cherry Coke, Vanilla Coke. They even did the Share a Coke campaign with personalized names on bottles. Each variant targets a different consumer segment without diluting the core brand. Pepsi has tried similar strategies: Pepsi Max, Diet Pepsi, Pepsi Wild Cherry. But they've never achieved the same brand loyalty. Why? Because Coca-Cola's product strategy is built around emotional connection. They're not selling a drink. They're selling happiness, family, and tradition. In MBA terms, Coca-Cola has mastered product differentiation, creating a product that consumers perceive as unique and superior, even when the actual ingredients are nearly identical. Next up, price. This is where the Cola Wars got really interesting. For most of its early history, Coca-Cola was the premium brand. They charged a nickel for a 6-ounce bottle. Then in 1936, Pepsi made a move that changed everything. Pepsi introduced a 12-ounce bottle, twice the size, for the same nickel. Their slogan? Twice as much for a nickel. It was a brilliant pricing strategy. They targeted price-sensitive consumers and undercut Coke on value. In 1936 alone, Pepsi sold 500 million bottles. Their profits doubled. But Coca-Cola didn't panic. Instead, they understood that price isn't just about being cheap. It's about perceived value. Coca-Cola uses a value-based pricing strategy. They charge different prices for different formats and different occasions. A can from a vending machine costs more per ounce than a 2-liter bottle from a supermarket. Why? Because convenience has value. Pepsi, on the other hand, has historically used more aggressive promotional pricing discounts, combo offers, and value packs. They try to win on price. But here's the MBA lesson: competing on price is a race to the bottom. It erodes margins and cheapens the brand. Coca-Cola's pricing strategy is more sophisticated. They maintain a stable, value-based pricing approach. They offer smaller, more affordable pack sizes for price-sensitive markets without diluting the brand's premium perception. In emerging markets like Nigeria, Coca-Cola has introduced smaller bottles at lower price points to reach low-income consumers. They're not discounting the brand, they're creating new entry points. The lesson? Price is a signal. It tells consumers what your brand is worth. Coca-Cola understood that better than Pepsi. Now let's talk about place or distribution. This is where Coca-Cola built an unassailable moat. Coca-Cola's distribution strategy is legendary. They have one of the most extensive distribution networks on the planet. You can find Coca-Cola in virtually every country, every city, every village. From Kirana stores in India to supermarkets in Lagos to vending machines in Tokyo. Pepsi has a strong distribution network too. But Coca-Cola's is simply better. Why? Because they understood that availability is a form of marketing. If your product isn't on the shelf when a consumer wants it, you've lost a sale and possibly a customer for life. Coca-Cola invested billions in cold chain logistics, last-mile delivery, and retail relationships. In India, Coca-Cola launched Project Unnati to reach rural markets with small-size SKUs. In Africa, they've used everything from trucks to bicycles to get their product to remote areas. Pepsi, by contrast, focused more on urban youth hangouts, college canteens, and modern trade. They targeted specific channels rather than pursuing universal availability. But here's the MBA insight. Coca-Cola's distribution strategy creates a virtuous cycle. More availability means more sales. More sales mean more revenue. More revenue means more investment in distribution. It's a flywheel that Pepsi has never been able to match. In MBA terms, Coca-Cola has achieved ubiquitous distribution, making their product available everywhere, all the time. And that's a competitive advantage that's incredibly hard to replicate. Finally, promotion. This is where the cola wars became legendary. Both companies spend hundreds of millions of dollars on advertising every year. But their approaches could not be more different. Pepsi has always positioned itself as the brand of the younger generation. Their campaigns are edgy, cool, and pop culture driven. They've used celebrities from Michael Jackson to Beyoncé to Kendall Jenner. In the 1970s, Pepsi launched the Pepsi Challenge, a blind taste test that showed more people preferred Pepsi over Coke. It was brilliant. It directly attacked Coke's core claim, that they had the best tasting cola. But here's where Coca-Cola's genius shines. Instead of fighting the taste test, they leaned into emotional branding. In 1971, Coca-Cola released the iconic "I'd Like to Buy the World a Coke" commercial. It wasn't about taste. It was about unity, peace, and shared humanity. Then in 1985, Coca-Cola made what many call their biggest mistake. They changed the formula and introduced New Coke. Consumers revolted. It was a disaster. But here's the MBA lesson. Coca-Cola brought back the original formula as Coca-Cola Classic, and sales skyrocketed. The failure actually reinforced brand loyalty. Coca-Cola's promotion strategy is built on universal values: happiness, family, tradition. Their campaigns are consistent globally, but adapted locally. In India, they used Fanda Matlab Coca-Cola, which became part of everyday language. Pepsi's promotion, while creative, has been more fragmented. They chase trends. They chase celebrities. But they've never built the same emotional depth. And here's the final MBA insight. Coca-Cola's promotion isn't just advertising. It's brand building. Every commercial, every sponsorship, every campaign reinforces the same core message. Consistency over decades creates trust, and trust creates loyalty. That's why Coca-Cola is one of the most valuable brands in the world, and Pepsi, while successful, will always be number two. So there you have it. The marketing 4Ps: product, price, place, and promotion explained through the greatest rivalry in business history. Product: Coca-Cola built an iconic brand with emotional resonance. Price: they maintained value-based pricing while Pepsi competed on discounts. Place: they achieved ubiquitous distribution that Pepsi couldn't match. Promotion: they built emotional connections while Pepsi chased trends. Coca-Cola didn't win the cola wars by accident. They won by mastering the marketing mix. And here's the thing. These principles don't just apply to billion-dollar corporations. They apply to your business too. Whether you're selling software, services, or soap, the 4Ps are your roadmap to market success. If you found this breakdown helpful, please like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon so you don't miss our next video. We're MBA Breakdown, and we're making marketing make sense. See you in the next one.